get the gist of qualitative research and create our mind. So it's a method used in research design to gather in-depth understanding of people's experience, perspectives, and behaviors. It focuses on exploring individuals' thoughts and feelings in order to uncover the meaning and context behind their actions. So, in qualitative research, data is collected through various methods, such as interview, focus group, observation, and documents analysis. Researchers typically use open ended questions to encourage participants to provide detailed and descriptive responses. Thus, this enables researchers to gain insights into complex social, cultural, and psychological phenomena. The research design in qualitative research is flexible and iterative, allowing for exploration of new research questions and the development of emerging themes or theories. The sample size is often small when doing qualitative research, but the emphasis is on selecting participants who can provide rich and diverse perspective on the research topic is important. This design also involves data analysis techniques, thematic analysis, content analysis, grounded theory, and many more. So, it involves collecting and analyzing non-numerical data to understand concepts, opinions, and or experiences. It can be used in in-depth insight into a problem or generate new idea research for research. It is the opposite of quantitative research, in which involves collecting and analyzing numerical data for statistical analysis, wherein qualitative research is commonly used in humanities and social science in subjects such as anthropology, sociology, education, health science, history, etc. Qualitative research involves research that uses data that do not indicate ordinal values. Also, it aims to study things in their natural setting to make sense of a phenomena in terms of meanings people bring to them. It does not involve any forms of intervention or a method to manipulate the studied environment. Unlike randomized clinic trials, RCT, which we say, where the study is meant to measure an intervention. For example, qualitative research can study experiences or people's perspective, in which case the study is conducted without any influence on the environment to get naturally occurring data within the natural setting. So, as best we can, we won't influence the environment, aiming to make sense of phenomena, an event, a case, an object, or experience. For some, qualitative research can be seen a simple data collection method, but for others, can be a complex, deep, and meaningful insight into the world. So, now we have got a basic understanding of what is qualitative research. Let's just go deeper in qualitative research and understand how it has been treated now and how it was treated then. So the word qualitative stems back to around the 15th century from the Latin word qualitas, which means quality, an attribute or a property. So the word qualitative stems back to around the 15th century from the Latin word qualitas, which means quality, an attribute, or a property. So it would make sense that qualitative research looks at the properties, the qualities, or attributes of some things as opposed to quantities of some things. The first qualitative researcher remains unknown. However, looking back to the 19th and 20th centuries, the cultural anthropologies influenced the research field by their observational studies of non-literal societies. Sigmund Freud's and Piaget, well-known key figures in the field of psychology. I am sure everyone must have heard their names. Relied on case studies, on interviewing in their work, and observation techniques. Qualitative research prospered at the end of the 20th century. A nice study by Reen in 2000 2 looked at the incidence of how many times qualitative research terms were used in research papers in the field of psychology within the 20th century. They found the term qualitative research almost didn't exist until the 1980s. Now, this has changed dramatically in 90s when there was a huge sharp rise in the popularity and use. This method is about what people think and why they think so. For example, consider a convenience store looking to improve its patronage. A systematic observation concludes that more men are visiting the store. One good method to determine why women were not visiting the store is conducting in-depth interview method with potential customers. Example, on successful interviewing female customers visiting the nearby stores and malls and selecting them through random sampling, it was known that the store didn't have enough items for women. So fewer women were visiting the store, which was understood only by personally interacting with them and understanding why they didn't visit the store because there were more male products than female ones. Qualitative research questions example that you should ask to get the proper understanding or to find out the output. How does social media shape body image in teenagers? How do children and adults interpret healthy eating in UK? What factors influence employee retention in large organizations? How is anxiety experienced around the world? How can teacher integrate social issues into science curriculums? So, majority how, what, all these related questions should be asked when you do a qualitative research because back then you don't need an assertive answer, yes or no. You basically are involving these questions to get the answers in detail or in brief. So, hence, while doing a qualitative research, it is better to ask an open ended question